Hey, beautiful family. So, I've been asked a lot of questions here lately, which I don't mind. I love questions. I love inquisitive minds. And I've done a video like this before, but I thought it would be a really fun thing because it was fun before. It was fun the first time I did it, to go ahead and jump on here and just answer a lot of questions or questions I've been asked, even questions maybe I haven't been asked yet, but maybe you're curious about. Because I'm sure if one person is asking this particular question, there are several that may be curious about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Excuse me. First of all, my name is Michelle. And I live in America, and I live in the state of Illinois. I have two children. They're both adult children, and they're my babies. Even though they're adults, they're still my babies. I live with we actually live with my mother, and I live in her basements. This, what you see in the background, this is all basements. I actually love it that way. My son lives on the top floor. There's an upstairs. We have upstairs, we have main floor, and we have basement. I'm in the basement. My son is upstairs, and my mom's bedroom and my daughter's bedroom are both on the main floor. We currently have two dogs. One's a boxer, the other is a lab. I don't remember what they call them, but she's kind of like a reddish color. I think like red lab or something like that. Anyways, they are our babies. They are spoiled, especially the lab. She's the baby, and but they're just so spoiled. One question I do get asked, and that is about my dad. If you haven't watched my testimony, I encourage y'all to do, and it's actually, even though I don't have it specifically broken up that way, it's a 3-part testimony. I share my right up until I met Christ. Excuse me, right up to the time I accepted Christ wholeheartedly. All that is done into 2 parts. It's part 1 and part 2 of my testimony. And then I also went ahead and uploaded, did a video talking about what, since I've accepted Christ. And that's like a few videos after those videos. But I can go ahead and link those videos down in the description box below if you want to check them out. I think I've got everything out. I think I got everything out in those videos. They are a total about roughly an hour and a half to watch, but you could break it up because each one's about half an hour long. But my dad, my biological dad, we are not currently on speaking terms. I don't want to say it's not because of what, I don't want to say it's not because of what was done when I was younger, but of what he did to me, but in a way it kind of is. But it's also because there's just more there too. I just didn't feel, I don't know how to really put it into words, but it was just not meant to be. I mean, the relationship was not meant to be. We were meant to be parted. I mean, of course, in general, no, he was, of course, meant to be a daddy to me, a dad to me, and not do what he did. Um, but which I share that in the video, but my testimony. But I'm trying to think of how to word it. It has all worked out the way it was meant to work out. Would I love to have him in my life? Of course, but if people don't change and they don't want to change, you can't force them. All you can do is pray for them. So that is what I do. I pray for him each and every day. I pray for his salvation and deliverance, and I forget all the time, but I need to pray blessings over him as well. But he is not in my life. My mom is not remarried. She's not married anymore. So she's single. She's been single for years, years. Well over 20 years. Actually, probably about 35 years or more. She's been single and she loves it. I'm twice divorced. I mentioned that also, and my testimony. I am not married and I'm single and I'm happy about that. I am very comfortable with it. I have no qualms with it or anything like that. I'm right where I need to be, right where Christ wants me to be. I know there's some debate about this, but I kind of see it as I'm already married. I'm married to Jesus. I have that relationship with him. Now, if he ever placed it upon me that he wants me to be married to a man, then by all means, I will definitely obey him and be okay with it. But as of right now, I'm just comfortable being just me. My children do not have a relationship with their dad, both of whom I do take the blame for. Of course, it's not all my blame, but I do take the blame for the brunt of the blame, because I should have been a lot more careful with my choices, a lot more mature with my choices, but I wasn't. But they're doing okay. But I know once they are saved and delivered, and they've accepted Christ, and I know that will happen, he will begin to heal them. He will fill that hole in the wounds that are there, as he did with me. Now moving on to a little more cheerful stuff. My job, where do I work? What do I do? Well, I work at a company called, and it's abbreviated BMS, but BMS stands for Building Maintenance Services. And basically what the company does is they have employees, they hire on employees and send them out to clean buildings throughout, not just local buildings, but buildings in other towns and stuff. And that's what I do. Me personally, I have a total of 5 buildings that I clean. One building I clean 1 day a week, and that is in the morning. And that's on Tuesdays. Tuesdays are my hardest days. That's on Tuesday morning, and then the other 4 are evening, from anywhere from okay, I'll word it this way: Monday and Wednesdays. This is gonna get crazy, but Mondays and Wednesdays, anytime after 5, I can start. Tuesdays and Thursdays, anytime after 5:30, I can start. Friday, anytime after 4:30, I can start. But the company I work with is absolutely amazing. Um, and I'm very, very blessed there. No, I don't make a whole lot of money. I mean, it's not like a massive amount. I'm not rich or nothing like that financially, like money rich. Um, but that's okay. He has blessed me with this job. I love what I do. Um, while own I'm not my own boss. I have bosses ahead of me, over me, that direct me and tell me what I need to, what to do if there's a problem or anything like that. Who okay my pay and okay this and okay that. Um, and of course, the companies, the buildings I clean, I see them also as my boss to a degree. To a degree. Some of the stuff, like if they were to request something that was just kind of odd, I may have to just be like, hey, we need to take this to my boss. Um, so, but because I have so much freeness with it, um, it's almost like I am my own boss. And that's because, I do go in, while I can go in at specific times after specific times with some of the buildings. Um, I can go in anytime after that time. I can go in at midnight to some of them, as long as they are clean by the time they arrive the following morning, which is really, really super awesome. Now, on Fridays, if things get too hectic, if something happens or I have to stop at a certain time, not all the buildings are like this, but some of the buildings, um, I can just skip and do it the weekend, do it Saturday. Excuse me. So that is super, super cool. I love being able to be to do that. Um, I have amazing bosses. I love my bosses. They are so kind. They are very sweet. Are they Christians? I don't think they're Christians. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I can't say for sure. I don't think they are, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. They may very well be. I don't know. Um, but I do know that they treat their employees very, very well. They stand up for their employees that actually do their job, and they fight for their employees. And they're very, very good with their employees. Where here in America, um, you usually have to work. Usually it's 40 hours a week to be full time and get benefits, get paid holidays and stuff like that. Some businesses will be like, okay, no, you work, 35 hours. Some even 30 hours, but that's very, very rare. That you work 30 hours and get paid holidays and stuff like that. That's so, so rare. But with my job, if we work 25 hours, or more, we get paid holidays. So that is super, super awesome. So even though the buildings may be closed and we may be off for that holiday, we are still getting paid. And also, if I work, say, like one of my buildings, they put a timestamp of how long it would take me to clean my area of that building, because in this building there's two floors, and I have the first floor, and they had the timestamp of 2.5 hours for that floor. Now I can take the full 2.5 hours to clean it if I so choose, but normally, because I got it all caught up and everything, and it looks really nice, it usually only takes me about hour and a half to clean it, but I will still get paid the 2.5 hours. So that is super cool. And anytime we ever go over on our timestamp for that building, like in this case, that building takes 2.5 hours. If it takes me 3 hours, because say, like now it's winter time, so we're dealing with a lot of salt, and say it was just a real big mess. I had a lot of problems and a lot of a lot of cleaning to take care of, or maybe the holidays there was a big party or something like that, and I had to take extra time out to do extra cleaning. All I have to do is call them and leave a message and just let them know, hey, this building took me X amount extra time to clean because of this, and I will get paid for it. I don't get like time and a half or anything like that. I get paid my normal pay for it, but it is really awesome. They are so good to their employees. I have been truly blessed because of the buildings I have as well. I want to mention this because of the buildings I have. Um, I get every weekend off. I mean, God is so good. He is so good. Excuse me. In a particular, I have a bank that I clean, and the bank is actually open 7 days a week, but they only want their building cleaned Monday through Friday. God is good. So I'm very happy with that. I'm happy where He has me. Some more questions. I know one thing. I do want to say this. It has been brought to my attention by several people and brought up multiple times about the shipping and handling, or the postage cost of me mailing the products out that I mail, the Bibles and stuff like that. Um, Especially overseas in other countries, people are so concerned with it. They don't want me spending that much money. They don't, they want me to do media mail and making sure I'm doing that. And I can say, first and foremost, I do media mail. It's just things have gone up. It's expensive. No matter which way you go, it's expensive. As a matter of fact, I just had the lowest cost I've had since I've been doing this, to mail something here in the United States. And it only cost me like $3 and some odd cents, and it was literally like a little journal thing. It was a little book. And that only cost me like $3 and some change. And that, of course, was media mail. But I do media mail. And I know there is concern about how much it's costing me and stuff, but I'm doing what the good Lord has told me. He has told me to do this. I must obey Him. He has provided me with the funds to do it. He's provided a way. I trust Him that no matter what happens, He's got me. He's going to take care of me. And He has provided all my needs. It says in Scripture, He will provide all of our needs. We just need to obey Him, no matter what that looks like. I've already told Him I will give Him every single dime I have, if that's what He asks. And that's where we need to get our faith. As a matter of fact, to me, even my faith seems just so little in comparison to where I want it to be. I want to have impeccable. I want to have incredible faith. I I just do. I want my faith to continue to grow. Um, but I am doing what He wants me to do, and the main purpose of what all this is about is to get His children, whom He has called and who has accepted His Son Jesus as their Lord and Savior, to be provided with a Bible so they know His Word, because His Word is a sword. We need that. We need the sword. We need to be able to fight spiritual in this with the spiritual realm, and the best way we know how. And of course, we do a lot of it in prayer, but we also need to know Scripture. We need to know what His Word says. So it's getting His Word out to those who are in need. And also He's expanding it to Bible studies and stuff like that. He wants His children to not only be in His Word, get in His Word and have it available, when otherwise He couldn't have the Bible, or couldn't afford it, or whatever the situation. But He's also wanting His children to go deeper with Him, not just staying and putting along the road, and not taking things deeper. He wants us to go deeper. Now, some things I don't understand why He does, but He does, and that's all that matters. I don't have to understand every single thing and a reason why He's doing particular things. I just need to buckle up and just go along for the ride and be obedient to Him. I do appreciate it. It's very sweet. of all y'all who had brought up about the mailing issues, the cost and everything. That is very sweet. I do appreciate everyone's prayers. Yes, definitely keep praying for this ministry because he's doing amazing things. Um, and um, he doesn't want his children to do without a Bible. He doesn't want his children to do without him. Those who want him, those who seek him, he says, when we seek him, he will be found. When we seek him, he will be found. So we need to believe him. We need to trust him. Now going to start covering some kind of really, really basic, basic questions. And I pray I'm going to cover quite a few questions that you may have. I do cook. I love to cook. Not so much bake, but I will bake. But I love to cook. I want to get different meals and start cooking different meals, but that's all in the Lord's timing too, and I need to just stop being lazy and do it too. So I gotta do things too. But I love to cook. I don't know if I actually have a favorite food per se. I love food. I love Italian food. I love Mexican. I love Asian. I love good old Southern American food. I love all kinds of different foods. Not every food, but I love all kinds. Fruits, vegetables. I'm not overly picky, although one thing I do find funny is I love the taste of mushrooms, but I hate the texture. So if I ever use mushrooms in a recipe like my homemade pasta sauce, I will like mince the mushrooms. I get canned mushrooms and I will mince the mushrooms up very, very small. My daughter's the same way too. She loves the taste but hates the texture. So I will mince the mushrooms up really, really tiny, as small as I can get them, and then throw them in there, and it's not so bad. Where am I at on time? My favorite color, is purple. And that right back there that you see on the futon back there, my mom actually made that. It's a lap blanket actually, but I put it over the futon. So she makes lap blankets, and you could use them like as shawls if you wanted to. She can make smaller ones and stuff like that, but she loves to sit there and, I guess it's crochet. Is it crochet or knit? No, it's not knit, it's crochet. That's her thing, that's not my thing. This is my thing. I do want to do live. But I've tried doing it and I'm having issues with it. I know the channel, it would be a lot easier for me if the channel, when the channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. So I am excited for that. Because I really want to go live. I want to be able to talk to y'all and not just talk to a camera. I'm excited about that. Yes, I actually tried it, but oh my goodness. Some more questions. I'm trying to think of what all y'all might ask me. I do not have what's WhatsApp? WhatsApp? See, I can't even say it. I don't have WhatsApp. I don't have really any other app. The only thing I really have is Facebook Messenger. My Facebook is deactivated. I just have Facebook Messenger. I have email. And that's pretty much all I have. I do have, of course, my phone, but I don't lend my phone number out to a whole lot of people, and I'm very cautious of doing it for overseas and other countries, because you never know when you're going to get hit with extra charges. So I'm very leery with that. Not necessarily about the person per se, just really leery with getting hit with unexpected charges. Um, so I'm just cautious of that. I would love to be able to get. I would love for my mom to join me on a video. Um, One of these days. I don't know. I don't know if she will actually do it. I know it is not her thing to do this. So I don't know. It's all in the Lord's hands. I'm hoping and praying that when I'm hoping and praying that when my children become saved and delivered, that they will do videos with me, that they will give their testimonies and stuff. I think that would be great content and very exciting. Trying to think of everything. I've been saved this June, the latter part of June. I will be saved for 7 years. I finally came to Christ going on 7 years ago, and I'm so glad I decided to do that. I have two brothers, two older brothers, and I have one younger sister. I do not speak to my oldest brother, and I do not speak. Well, I can't say I don't speak to my sister, but I speak to my sister more than I speak to my older brother. My older brother lives in a different state. I think he lives in Arkansas, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. I think that was the last I heard. My older brother, my other brother, actually stays in contact with him, but I do not. So he knows more than I do. My sister, she lives in the same state and town as me. Same with my other brother. My family in general, my extended family, cousins, aunts, uncles, all them, they live in different states and stuff, and we don't talk very much. I mean, me personally, I don't really talk to them, and as a whole, as a family of whole, we're not real close. My mom talks to her brother periodically, but that's about it. A lot of things happened after my maternal grandmother passed on, but that's a whole different ballgame. But we were never really real close to the family. Not since my maternal grandfather passed. He was the glue to our family, so to speak. I'm trying to think of everything that I can think of. Trying to think of questions you'd ask yourself if you weren't yourself. That's a little difficult. But I've also done all kinds of like different jobs. I've been a waitress. I've worked in retail. I've worked in retail most of my life. I've worked on a bread route with an ex-boyfriend of mine. What that bread route is basically we went around delivering bread to stores. And that was interesting. I've worked every shift there is. I've worked graveyard shift or overnight shift. I've worked night shift or evening shift. I've worked morning shift or day shift, however you want to word it. I've done it all. I don't want this to end up shutting off on me. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. If you have any more questions, please feel free to ask. I think I've covered pretty much, I've covered a lot. But I hope y'all appreciate this. I love getting to know y'all, and I love y'all getting to know me. So if you haven't yet, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get notified each and every time I upload a new video. And pray, pray, pray. Prayer is so extremely crucial. So crucial. So until next time, much love. God bless.